Hey guys, today we're going to talk about the main causes of World War I. Now, if you've ever studied World War I, you've probably heard that the cause of World War I was the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand from Austria. Well, that would seem like a very silly reason to start a world war. And so, while technically, yes, that was the start, there are many causes or influences that have been building during period 5 that are going to cause World War I, and the assassination was just an excuse to get started. So again, today we're going to talk about our main causes of World War I. The first is militarism. Germany is our big example of militarism. And so we see Germany's a little late to industrialization, but when they come in, it skyrockets, and they use it to help support their military. Now, Germany is a new country, but the main leader of German unification was Prussia, and Prussia has a strong background of militarism, being a militaristic state, and so they have a strong army, and so this is something in their history, and they're building up their army, they're building up weapons, they now have a strong navy, and no war to fight. We see Russia also militarized. Remember, they're defeated in the Crimean War, and this is a great shame to them. And so they're trying to build up their army. And so we've got all of these nations that have peace since Napoleon and have these strong militaries and nothing to fight for. Our second main cause is alliances. Now, alliances in Europe are kind of like secret friendships. They move around. It starts with the Congress of Vienna, where we have different countries that have similar interests align with each other. Basically, if I get attacked, you come to my aid. If you get attacked, I'll come to your aid. You scratch my back, I scratch yours. But they're going to keep changing. And this alliance system is going to be a domino effect once the war starts. Because like Germany, for example, promises Austria a blank check. Basically, if you go to war, I go with you no matter what. And that's what happens when the Archduke's assassinated and they declare war on Serbia. They expect Germany to fill their end of the bargain and come with them. And so then it becomes a domino system that just can't be stopped once it starts. Our third main cause is imperialism. So we talked about imperialism in period 5, and I told you to kind of be on the lookout that it's going to influence World War I, because instead of just the European powers, now they have all these colonies that are involved. So when Britain goes to war, all of her colonies go with her. And we also have competition among the European powers for dominance in imperialism, and again, that's going to lead to that tension between them. Our fourth main cause of imperialism is nationalism. Now, we talked about nationalism a little bit in period 5, but just as a reminder, nationalism is love of one's nation, which is a group of people with similar race, ethnicity, religion, language, history. And so we have a lot of nation states emerging in Europe. We also see this as a problem for our big empires like the Austrian-Hungarian Empire. Little areas like Serbia want to be independent. They want to have their own nation state. And so that's one of the reasons that Archduke Franz Ferdinand is in Serbia, and that's the reason that he's killed, is a show of Serbian pride and basically a rebellion against the Austrians, saying that they want independence. And so this need for nation states, this want to have your own country, is going to be our fourth cause of World War I. So again, our main causes are militarism, alliances, imperialism, and nationalism. And so all these things have been building up, and Franz Ferdinand goes into Austria. Now, he's the nephew of the emperor of the Austrian-Hungarian Empire, and he's not very well liked by his uncle, but he sends him there as a show of Austrian dominance. He gets there, he's assassinated by a nationalist movement in Serbia known as the Black Hand, because they wear black gloves. He's shot and killed, and again, his uncle wasn't really fond of him, but he uses the opportunity to enforce Austrian dominance in Serbia. Russia starts militarizing to come to the aid of Serbia. Austria cashes in on that check from Germany, and then it's a domino system, and it falls apart, and we have World War I. I'll see you next time.